Hello everyone, welcome to this slightly delayed weekly update video. So I'm just making this to let you know of some changes within the management structure of TFM. That's the main purpose of this video. So as you may have seen if you read the blog post that came out yesterday, which I highly encourage you to do, it's in the community group, it's on the TFM Mastodon, it's on the mailing list, and I'll put a link to it in the description. There was a change last week in the structure of TFM. So the payware subscription model for TFM was announced recently. There's been a lot of discussion about it in the community. Obviously, people wanting to make sure that the subscription is proportional to the value that you're getting. You know, people concerned about TFM going behind a paywall. Look, I've always said TFM has to go behind a paywall at some point. It needs to be sustainable, and this is one way to make sure that TFM is not only sustainable but forward-thinking, because you will know that the development has stagnated somewhat in the past year or so, because the developers only have so much time. They need to earn a living somewhere. So this is one way to speed things up, and it's probably the most effective way long term. But it also meant that it was important for TFM, for Andy and Jason, to maintain levels of transparency and to have community consultation, and really they just needed more help as we move forward into this new phase. So they decided to expand the TFM team. So we now have 3 new members, myself included. So I'll be handling TFM comms as the official TFM comms manager. So I'll be writing the blog posts. I will be responding to support tickets in the upcoming ticket system that will be created. I will be still maintaining this channel. This is my personal channel, so this is not necessarily anything to do with TFM, but if they want video content on their other official TFM channel or social media, I'll be doing that as well. If you want to speak with me, you can contact me through the official channels, so the community groups on WhatsApp, the mailing list. You can send an email to info@talkingflightmonitor.com, or you can, as I say, use the contact form that's on the website right now. But as we transition, eventually there's going to be a ticketing system, so you can use any of those. And then we have Robin Kipp, who is a very good friend of mine and is on the team. Who's been in flight simming for quite some time and has a lot of experience. Who is going to be helping out with the push towards a beta version of TFM, first and foremost, the planning of that, the logistics, and I'm sure many more things going forward. We also have Gus Packleb, who's also been in the community for quite a while, has a lot of experience in flight simming. Another good friend of mine is going to be helping out with feature planning, logistics of the long-term strategy, making sure that everything is reasonable, ambitious as well. So that's the team, the new members of the team. Obviously Andy is staying on as the developer of TFM, the lead developer. He's going to be doing this full time now as we move into getting the payware transition going. And Jason Fair is also going to be here as always, in the background, providing advice, bit of dev work when he can, working in an advisory capacity with Andy. So that's the team right now. We are looking for people to help out with documentation. You can read about that in the blog. We really do need help with that. There will be incentives such as free access to TFM. So please do read the blog in full. But I thought it's important that I put this video out there. So what you'll see from me is continued content on here as well, as I say. You will have to understand that some of the things that I say about TFM now will be less opinionated and more official. I can't come out here and necessarily say all the things I personally think about TFM. Those will be reserved for within the team itself as we move forward. But rest assured that we all join the team on an understanding that we're here to make TFM better, to ensure that you guys get proportional value for your subscription, to ensure that it's worth it for you and that things speed up quite significantly. The website's already undergone a server transition, so you'll be able to see that it did go down for a little bit. There is some expected downtime over the next month or so. You might see some pages coming and going on offline. So don't worry about that. Keep trying if you're trying to access a page. The official release version of TFM, which is the old gen release version before the current preview cycle, that's the one with the 7.3, 7.4, and triple all supported to varying degrees. That is currently available for you to download. So if you need a TFM in the interim as we transition to payware, that's the one you can go and get. So yeah, as I say, rest assured that we're in there. We know that there are questions, concerns, suggestions, so please do reach out. As I say, my content on here will continue. I wouldn't see this as kind of me stepping back from that. I will very much be maintaining my personal opinions on various matters, but just some of them will have to be more internal, working towards internal goals with the team, rather than potentially TFM does something and I come on here and talk about whether I like it or dislike it or blah blah blah, because obviously we're now working within a team of people who are all working toward the same end with the same goals in mind, and everything will be worked on collaboratively. So we will be discussing everything and trying to get the best outcomes. So as I say, do read the blog post. There will be some transitions going on as we try and get the payware subscription model up and running, the beta model up and running, the ticketing system up and running, but it's all going to hopefully happen over the next few months, and then we can really get to work on other things, previous things that have already been stated, obviously finishing the 737, and then other aircraft, other features. We can get to streamlining our bug tracking and support systems. So that's the latest news on TFM. I hope that it is comforting in some ways to know that the team has expanded, and because I know there were concerns about TFM's going payware. Is this just going to be they take the version of TFM that existed and slap a price tag on it and I'm paying for it? That's not going to be the case at all, and that's one of the reasons why the team has expanded, to make sure that things speed up, so keep sending in comments, suggestions to the various platforms. I'll keep you updated on here. If you're in the WhatsApp community, that's probably the best place to be. Even if you don't pay attention to all the groups, at least you've got the announcement group. You can see the blog posts coming in. As I say, you can check out TFM's social media. You can check out the VVI Pilots mailing list, and I'll keep you updated on here. But if you follow the WordPress blog, then you can keep up to date on the posts at least. All right, thanks very much.